Hello everybody, my name is Mustafa Al-Tabi. These days, as we all know, there is a common argument in society about concealed weapons and whether it's a good or bad idea. My question is, should concealed weapons be prohibited in certain locations? While some people would argue that every individual has the right to buy a gun and own it for self-protection, but it should be stored in a safe place. Other people, meanwhile, argue that even though individuals have the right to buy a gun and own it, they should have the right to carry it in a concealed manner as well. I am personally interested in this research question because in recent years, numerous topics about gun regulation have been debated and discussed. Also, my research question is significant because I live in Chicago, where I always hear about gun violence on a daily basis. My research question is difficult to resolve because of the different perspectives of people, so I found different articles that I can lean on to explore and gain more knowledge. The first article that I discovered on USA Today Information Network, entitled "Concealed Carry on Campus is a Bad Idea" by James Allen Fox. He is the Lippman Professor of Criminology, Law and Public Policy at Northeastern University. In his article, Fox indicates that on Monday, August 1st, 2016, Texas passed the law to carry a handgun in a concealed manner on college campuses. Fox expresses concern that guns in the classroom would stifle free speech and open discourse on controversial issues. Because of this, Fox explains that some important faculty members resigned as well, including the dean of the School of Architecture in Austin. He supports his argument further by using this example: what if some active shooter attacks a campus? Who should we rely on? Campus officers who are effectively trained to deal with situations like these, or, on the other hand, a 21-year-old gun owner whose only experience has been at a shooting range? Secondly, I found another article on College Student Journal that is based on academic study entitled "Presidents of Historically Black Colleges and Universities: Perceptions and Practices Regarding Carrying of Concealed Handguns on Their Campus," written by several professors in the Department of Health and Recreation Professions, University of Toledo. The authors of this article articulate advantages and disadvantages. One advantage indicates that a very low percent of students and faculty would feel safer carrying a concealed handgun on campus. The disadvantages: campuses are open to the public, so anyone can easily enter. People with both good and bad intentions. For instance, criminals from larger communities, students who were raised in an unhealthy environment, like with code of the streets or honor code, that could influence them. And some other people have mental illnesses which may lead to impaired decision making. In addition, I discovered another article in the American Journal of Public Health, a study entitled "Effect of Gun Carrying and Perception of Risk Among Adolescent Offenders" by several academic authors. They begin their study by stating that gun carrying is a serious health risk to youths in the United States. Their primary argument in this study is about how risk, costs, crime rewards, and violence exposure change as individual gun carrying among high-risk adolescents. In addition, the authors used numerous African American and Hispanic male adolescent offenders aged on average 16 years old from a longitudinal study, 2000 to 2010, in Maricopa County, Arizona, or Philadelphia County, Pennsylvania. Moreover, authors state that youth feel safer when carrying a gun, but in reality, gun carrying increases their exposure to violence. On the other hand, I discovered an article that supports concealed handgun on college campuses for self-protection in the Gainesville Sun, a newspaper published daily in Gainesville, Florida. The article is titled "Concealed Weapons Will Make Campus Safer" by Chris Wagner, a campus police commander for more than 15 years. Wagner's primary argument is that even trained police officers are not enough to make college campuses safe from active shooters. He states that we only train our officers once every 2 years, one day for 2 hours, for active shooting situations. Also, in an active shooter situation, the response of campus police usually is after the incident. And what do you do until the police arrive? Hide, run, die. Doesn't make sense. Furthermore, he argues that, according to studies and the knowledge he has from his rank, in Florida's active shooting history on campuses, the people who commit crimes, not even students but criminals. In conclusion, after reviewing and weighing both sides, of, I am of the opinion that conceal and carry should be prohibited in public places and does not belong on college campuses in particular, because human nature can be unpredictable, and college campuses are made up of a large population of diverse individuals. It can therefore be inferred that only disaster could come from allowing each individual to carry a concealed handgun. Therefore, I believe that the responsibility of protecting students and faculty should be left to professionals such as campus security or police. Moreover, while I understand both sides of the argument, I would feel safer knowing that my fellow students as well as faculty have come to campus with the purpose of teaching and learning, not self-defense.